Hello and welcome to another episode of Animal Short Flight. Today we're going to be talking about Ragna Crimson episode 22, and we had a lot of great information that came out of this. We got to get more backstory on a couple characters, and we ended this episode with a really interesting twist, and I got a little bit of a spoiler I can share with you at the end. But until we get there, let's just talk about this episode a little bit. It was really nice to see the Golem and Chimera fight a little bit because they're kind of like these background characters that have these amazing like abilities. Golem can keep transferring his consciousness into other things, and right now he's some super mech, and it's really interesting because he's just blasting stuff away with his jet thing that he's flying around. And then Chimera, she's not doing anything right now. Not really. We got to see in the end where she was getting into the shadow of the giant blobby dragon, and she was able to hold it back while Golem was able to transform his weapon system into a new attack. One small difference between the manga and the anime was the name of this giant attack that Golem shot out. The anime called it Solar Weapon Release, and the manga called it Unleashed Mode. So nothing too crazy different. It was just the anime made it sound a little bit cooler because in the anime it was a lot cooler. It made more sense to call it the Solar Weapon Release because he just blasted this dragon and it was pretty much defeated. That was one fight. I liked Fu's fight with Altazoro and the rest of the gang from Princess. That was just really cool. The dragon arm thing is just a little awkward in the fact that it had teeth or whatever. I don't know. Like it was really cool, but I don't know, functionality, whatever. I'm just being nitpicky. The fight was still cool. Fu's transformation was really cool. What happened is Fu got close. His dragon arm took a bite out of 300% Altazoro. Really cool figure that he transformed into. I'm surprised he didn't do what I wanted and start decaying because he made himself 300% that we've seen in the past. But stole some extra energy out of Altazoro. His body got chopped in half. That was kind of funny. And from a distance, he's getting help and makes this spell that he shot at Zora. And when it hit him, it like exploded from the inside, all these giant spikes that appeared. That was interesting. I guess he just got overpowered with magic. And he was getting his ass handed to him by everybody that was hacking and slashing at him. That fight scene wasn't as elaborated in the manga as it was in the anime. So that happened a lot quicker in the manga. No big difference, too. Oh, I should probably say the manga took place in chapters 51.1, 51.2, and 52. I don't know what the point was having 0.1, 0.2, but the chapter is a chapter. So I had to read 3 chapters for this episode. So yeah, Fu, his transformation was pretty cool. Highly doubt we're going to see him because after the Zora Alta fight, I think pretty much everyone died. That twin died, pretty sure. She got blasted real the fuck away. The old man definitely died in the last episode. He got like cut in half and fell down a giant ditch. Young Shin, we this episode started with him missing an arm and missing a leg, and then he goes to like some Super Saiyan state and blasting out all this aura energy. And he goes and saves the twin, but she still gets blasted. So I'm not really sure on her. And I just think Shin, he just exerted way too much energy. He did some damage and he kind of saved the twin, and then he fell. So I'm pretty sure he's probably going to die too. I don't know. Maybe they'll keep him alive. He's kind of like the hope. He's this big, strong guy. And then Christopher, the guy with the axe and the one arm, we got a backstory on him, and that was kind of nice. I'm pretty sure he's dead too. At least that's what they're giving us the appearance. Maybe it'll be a happy-go-lucky thing. After all this fighting, a couple of them will survive. But now we're going to get to the actual fun part about this, and we go back to Crimson fighting Ultimatia. He's just fucking with them the entire time. Crimson in this state, I really, really like this. He looks really cool. Those wings are making him badass. He can turn off volume and increase his own volume, and he's really messing with Ultimatia, and it's working. It's working so well until Borgius. I gotta remember, Borgius was the dragon arm guy from way back then. Now he turned into that elder guy that was like praising Nephilim for being a good guy. And now he is this giant skeleton transformed thing with one arm and like half a head or something like that too. But he's going to be super strong. And it was really funny that he was breaking dimensions. And then he saw little evil slime sitting there all fat because he had just eaten Nephilim, and then he just blasts him super fat. That was kind of funny. I just laughed. Real quick scene too. So just a quick little knee slapper. So Borgius, that giant thing, is gonna now have to fight Crimson. That's what we assume, and that's where the episode ends. I read just a little bit further because chapter 52 continues with the fight, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, tail, the thing on the back of Chimera, the Chimera's tail, is actually a separate entity. I think I read it correctly. I'll go ahead and I'll reread it when I cover the next episode. But Tail detaches and comes and joins the fight against Borgius. And he looks like a badass, this dude, this Tail guy. And I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to have a new fight and they're going to battle it out. Two badass guys are going to, they just look cool. So I'm leaving it at that. I hope you guys are excited for the next episode because I am. I thought that was really cool. And so I'll leave it at that and I'll catch you guys next week.